Hello, fellow humans. It's the Immortal One. We're back with some more Pokemon Yellow. Let's get going. Last time, I was rambling like a madman, and got this guy. Hey, Nidoran. What's up, dude? Level 2. Kinda small, but hey, we're gonna need him to beat the gym. So let's get to training here. The old field to these games is just... it's unmatched, really. I mean, I can just imagine. Like, I'm pretty sure my older brother played these games when they first came out. How would I know? I was younger. Oh my lord. But, like, I can imagine, like, people playing these games... oh, good god. People playing these games back when they first came out and thinking that it's, like, so amazing. And now we have, like, X and Y with, like, 3D... like, massive, like, 3D... animations and stuff. Instead of these, like, overworld-looking sprites here. Just, like, this was, like, a huge game when it came out, and now... you look at this, like, these come out, what, like, 96? Or this one came out, like, 99 or something, I don't know. But, like, it's just, like, interesting to think about that, like, how back then, these games were, like, the biggest thing, and now they're just, like, a big thing of the past. Like, this game's over 10 years old. I still think it's awesome. I prefer playing the originals over the normal ones any day, but, oh. Why are you so weak? Oh, he's so weak. But yeah, I would play these over the originals any day of the week. Or, I would play these ones over the remakes, sorry. Oh man, my Nidoran is just getting its frickin' ass kicked. Oh, level 2. That's ridiculous. I hate training Pokemon from a really low level. Like, without an EXP share or anything, it's just so difficult. In these original games, they must have spent hours. Just hours doing this. Sure, like, you would spend a lot of time doing it in the GBA ones, too. But, like, if you think about it, like, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, they had, like, the VS Seeker, so that was so much easier to train. I don't think the VS Seeker's actually in this game. So, it makes it, like, so much longer to train them. Like, I can't even imagine the patience it must have taken some people. Man, Nidoran is just... I really wish that that Pikachu noise was louder. It's just so subtle. Pika. Like, it's so awesome. The fact that they actually incorporated the actual sound that he made in the anime. It's just so cool. But maybe it was the sound file or something. Like, the sound file may have been too large for them to play it too loud. I don't know. I'm not really sure how the whole process works. Like, it'd be cool to have it louder. Thank you, Destroy. Thank you for healing. Just back and forth game. Hopefully I'm not dull and boring. Or else this is not going to be going very well. Watch me going back and forth from Route 1 to Viridian and then back to Route 1 and... level 4, no, we ain't doing that. Thundershell. Here we go. Level 3. Yeah. I don't know why I just went up there. That's just totally... I have no idea what just happened. Oh, I need to take on this route of time now. Come on. Come on, come on. You can do it, Nidoran. I believe in you. Does anyone else find it ironic that the Nidoran, the male version of the Nidoran, is purple, which society generally looks at purple as a feminine color, and the female version of Nidoran is actually blue, and society reflects that color to be more of a male color. I don't know, I always found that weird. I know it's kind of a dull thing to touch on, but it's just something that I'm really looking at right now. And just looking at the purple on the male version of Nidoran just got me thinking, like, I wonder what that was all about. Maybe it's just like, hey, let's have a purple one because purple is cool. I don't know. Not my game, not my choices. Wow. And I have no idea what's going on with the rippling sound. It's really just got me confused, really. Okay. Okay. I remember when I first played these games, and I would try to catch, like, everything. Like, 'cause it would always say, like, try to catch them all. So it was like, alright, well, I gotta catch them all. Like, the professor's like, you gotta get all these guys. And I never do it. Never. Closest I've ever came was, like, maybe my, like, Pokemon Emerald. I still have, like, the cartridge from 2005, and it still has the first save that I made when I was 8 years old. To this day, I have not saved over it. It is the same save file that I started. It has my real name as my character's name. I started with Torchic because Blaziken was and still is my favorite Pokemon. And yeah, just like looking back to it sometimes, like I caught like 900 copies of Zubat or something, but like that was me when I first started playing. It was like, gotta catch them all. So I was like, alright, gotta catch them all. So I caught like everything, and like I've seen almost every Pokemon in the Hoenn Pokedex. I'm missing 2. I'm missing... Oh god, epilepsy. I'm missing... Who am I missing? Gloribus. I'm missing Gloribus. And I'm also missing... I think just Latias. I think those are the only 2 that I'm missing. Because I got a Huntail because I did a trading thing with my brother. Yeah. Pokemon Emerald has to be like my all-time favorite Pokemon game. The Hoenn Pokemon are just... they're amazing. I love them so much. I mean, and it was the region that I first grew up knowing. I mean, when I first started getting into Pokemon, I remember I used to watch the anime. but I'd never really heard of the games before because I was like young when I first started watching anime. I was like 2 or something. And I started watching when I think it was like during Johto. Like they would play the original ones really early in the morning, like right before school. Like I would start school at like 9, and they would play the original anime at like I think it was like 7:30 or something, and so I would just, before I got ready to go to school, I would sit there and watch the Pokemon anime. And they would play the Kanto ones in the morning, and then, like, on one night a week or something, they would play the new ones. But, yeah, like, when I was 2, it was like the new ones were like the Johto days, when it was like Ash and Misty and Tracy. And so, yeah, I watched like every single episode of the original anime, but I had like never heard of the games. And then when I think it was my 6th birthday, I didn't know that there were the Hoenn games. I had only heard of like Silver, like Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold and Silver, because some kid was playing it in the yard, and I asked him, like in the schoolyard, and I asked him what he was doing. He's like, "Oh, I'm playing Pokemon Silver." I'm like, "What, there are Pokemon games?" He's like, "Yeah, have you never heard of a Pokemon game?" I'm like, "What?" And so, pretty much, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire had just come out that year. I think it was like 2003. And I was like, I got a Game Boy for my like 5th birthday or something. Like one of the original ones with the battery. Oh crap. I got one of the original ones where the battery's plugged in the back, and you know there's no light in the back of it, so it wouldn't light up, and it was like cool. I still have it actually. And I just, yeah, I asked my grandpa to get me Pokemon Silver, thinking it was like the newest one, and my grandpa comes to me on my birthday and says, "I couldn't find the one that you wanted, but here's this new one that just came out." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "There's a new one? That's okay, I've never heard of it." And it was Pokemon Ruby. And Pokemon Ruby was the first Pokemon game that I ever owned. And I played like so much. There's the thing where you burn out the internal battery, so you can't like tell time, and time-based events don't happen afterwards. I burnt that out in like a year or like something like that. Like I played it religiously. And yeah, like same with my Emerald. I still have it actually, but I haven't like kept the original save. My nephew came over one time and he was like, "I want to learn about Pokemon when you were my age." And this is when he was like 6 or 7, when I first got my first Pokemon game. And I was like, "Alright, well, I have this game. It's the first game I ever played." And he's like, you know, he had grown up knowing the whole Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And so he plugs this thing into the Game Boy, and he's sitting there, and he's just glued to it. You know, like, how do you do this? How do you do that? You know, how does this work? Blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, basically, it's just like, it's just great seeing, like, little kids, because I personally feel that Pokemon nowadays is kind of, like, dead. Like, with X and Y, like, most of the Pokemon from X and Y, like, make me want to cry, pretty much. I'm not a big fan of Gen 5 at all. I mean, like, I own Black and White, but I'm just not a big fan, really. Personally, like, my favorite generation has to be Gen 3. Like, I mean, it gets some better Gen 3 than me. That was what I grew up, that is what introduced me into Pokemon. And it's the reason why I love the series so much. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Hoenn? Hoenn was like the first world with the new graphics, and it was great. So, with that wonderful topic, I think this is where we're gonna end the video, guys. So, you know the drill. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, fellow humans. Immortal out.